Hi, happy Monday. My name is Yvelle Juliet. I am a classical Pilates instructor, and today I wanted to uh, move you through the classical Pilates basic mat work series. Um, I will include a couple modifications for people who have sensitivity or weakness or maybe even injury in your neck, like myself, or your lower back. Pilates is safe if done correctly. It is a full body workout, focusing on strengthening the lesser or more supporting muscles in the body so that you have balance, and therefore your large muscles, muscle groups don't overwork and therefore can result in injury. So the focus in Pilates is powerhouse. So first, just to explain for anyone new to Pilates what the powerhouse is. The powerhouse refers to your abdominals, all four layers of abdominals, your inner and outer thighs, your glute muscles, and your back muscles. The whole point of strengthening your powerhouse, I like to say, is like building a suit of armor to protect your body from injury of overuse. Pilates builds flexibility, but it strengthens as well as lengthens. It's a simultaneous experience in the body. So first things first, we always start in our mat work with the 100. There is a mount, a proper way to get down to the mat. I will do that in a separate video because you can also use that for a warm-up exercise. But there is a mount to safely get down, but today I will start sitting and we will go right into it with the 100. Rolling yourself all the way down, and do forgive me, I don't edit, so there might be some bloopers or mistakes, just bear with me. Have fun. Laying all the way down, legs long. You want to peer up over your belly button and make sure that you're nice and aligned on your mat with your heels right in line with your nose. If you have tight shoulders or rounded shoulders and you feel like you're having a hard time keeping your neck long and therefore relaxed, take a hand towel and you could fold it, or like a bathroom hand towel because they're a little fluffier, and fold it to the right height and comfort that you can feel more supported in your neck, so you're not arching your neck like this, okay? From here, you're going to feel like you've got a zipper going from your heels up to your head. You squeeze everything into your center line. As if your heels are attached to your stomach, you're going to engage your abdominals and bring your heels up, feet flat onto the mat. I'd like to start here for today for anyone new to the practice, just to get familiar with the feelings and some of the vocabulary and how Pilates works best in the body. So you want to make sure that you have a neutral spine, okay? What neutral spine is that we have a natural curve in our spine, little tiny curve down there. So to be over tucked with your pelvis lifted is overusing the muscles in your hips, especially your hip flexors, right? And it's forcing a squeeze back here in your glutes, right? And you're not relaxed in your spine here, nor are you relaxed if your ribs are open and you're arching a lot in your lower back. So play a little bit and see what it feels like to be over tucked and over arched, over tucked and over arched, and then just let it fall. It's normal to have a little tiny space in between your back and the mat. It is your job as you begin and continue into your practice to pull the abdominals into that space without tucking your pelvis, okay? Your body wants to do that. So we have to work harder to pull our abdominals in to fill that space and keep the neutral spine. For the 100, you bring the knees into the chest, keeping the knees at a 90-degree angle, knees over hips. If this is already too much for your lower back, you can keep your feet down at a nice kind of hook line. See, 90-degree angle in my knees from feet to hips. Okay, but if you feel that you can maintain using your abdominal, especially lower abdominal, you're going to lift your knees so that they're in line with your hips. Then you're going to curl your head, neck, and shoulders up, increasing what we call the scoop, really the scooping action, pulling your belly button in to your spine. Arms come up to hip length. You can keep it here. The entire exercise, you extend your legs. This is your 100 space. And you breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, through the nose, out through the nose. In, out. In, out. Pumping at a good 6 inches. Think the action is up, not down. It's up, 2, 3, 4, 5, down. In, out. 2 more. Last one. Bend your knees, lower your head, neck, and shoulders down. If it becomes too tiring for your neck, if you feel fatigue in your neck, you can put your head down. And it does make it a little bit harder, so you'll want to adjust the position of your legs. So the lower your legs go, the more inclined you are to arch. So you want to make sure that you can keep your back on the mat. So then you have to adjust your legs to where you feel secure there with your head down. You could also adjust here, keeping your head up and keep your legs up to the ceiling. And then you play with it. Okay? And the 100 breathing is in for 5 and out for 5. All the while really feeling your abdominals engaged. I'll be honest, that might not have been 100, but you get the point. Hard to work, talk, and count. Okay, the next exercise is the roll-up. Legs are long. You want to check your alignment on your mat. Heels together, toes apart in your Pilates stance. That's a little V. Arms go to the ceiling. Take a nice inhale, pull the ribs in. Exhale, reach the arms back. Stretch. Make sure not to arch here and rest your arms, okay? The idea is to stretch through the arm muscles, pulling the belly in and keeping the ribs closed. Engage in the abdominals. Inhale, the arms come up. Head lifts. Exhale, scoop, and reach. Maintaining your abdominal scoop, pulling the belly in and up under the ribs. Shoulders melt down. It's a two-way stretch. You inhale. Squeeze that zipper closed. Melt. Lower spine, middle, back. Exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. Pull, 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 squeeze, scoop, 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 scoop. And lower down. You'll do this about 5 times. If it's too difficult, here is a modification. The roll down. Putting your feet flat, hip distance apart, finding a nice 90-degree angle with your legs. Hands lightly on the backs of your thighs. Elbows are wide, shoulders are soft. You're going to lift through the abdominals, round yourself forward, finding your vocabulary word, C curve. So you look like the letter C. Shoulders are down. Inhale, round it back to your lowest point of control, and exhale, scoop and reach. If you're feeling any tension in your lower back, only go as far as you can feel the work in your abdominals. If this is it, this is it. And exhale, come back. Inhale. Hands are light. Exhale. So you can release the hands if you want a little extra work. You can try flexing the feet as well. Inhale. And exhale. You should work to a shake, making sure that your knees stay in line with your hips and your ankles. So that's an alternative if the roll-up is too difficult for you, okay? From there, we move into the single leg circles. Melting yourself back down on your mat. Bring your right knee into your chest. Give it a little squeeze. Extend the leg up to 90 degrees. Heel over hip. If you're very tight and you're having a hard time keeping this leg down because you're very tight in your hamstrings, the backs of your legs, you can bend this foot to keep your tailbone and back flat on the mat. But ideally, you're long, pressing down firm, arms are pressing, feel your triceps working. You're gonna take the leg to cross over the body, down, around, and up. Use some breathing. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. That's 3, 4, and 5. Reverse the circle. Make sure you really work to turn the leg out. So you're leading from the inner thigh. Hips stay pressing firm. One more. And bring the knee into your chest. Give it a squeeze. Extend it long. Make sure you're nice and centered on your mat. I got a little wibbly wobbly there. And you do the other side. Bring the left knee in. Give it a hug. Stretch. Extend. Find your turnout. Arms are pressing firm, chest is open, belly is active. Cross, down, around, up on 1. Inhale. Exhale. 3, 4, 5. Reverse. Pressing the right leg down. 2 more. Last one. Bring it in. It's normal here sometimes to feel it in your quad. The quad is a large muscle and it likes to do a lot of the work. Just check back in and make sure that your leg's really turning out. It has a tendency to want to turn in as we lift, because it's easier to lift from your quad than it is to lift from your inner thigh. So, if it almost feels like it's too easy, it's probably because you're not quite turned out. But that's okay. We're just beginning. We're learning, right? Check back in. Make sure you're nice and even. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale the arms up. Chin to chest. Exhale. Scoop. And lift. Again, if the roll-up is too hard, right, you can bring the knees into the chest, hands behind the thighs, and rock yourself up to a seated position. Or, if it's really difficult, roll over to one side and come up that way. For rolling like a ball. Now, for people with lower back, this is definitely not the best exercise for you if you're feeling, especially if you have like a thinner mat on the floor. It might be too much, might not feel so great. It's supposed to be a massage for your spine and your back, but if it's not, go back to the roll down that I showed you before. You can do this exercise, again, working on that C curve. For rolling like a ball, you're going to bring your seat to your feet. You're in Pilates stance. Fingers and thumbs together, you're going to cup your hands over your ankles. Bring your heels close to your seat, staying lifted in your spine and rounded forward. You're going to lift the feet off 2 inches and hold. The balance alone can be plenty of work. Keeping yourself like your heels are attached on a tiny string, no elastic. You're going to round backwards, scooping the belly. Inhale and exhale, come back up. Come to your balance. Inhale and exhale. Keeping the knees in line with the shoulders. They're going to want to go in. This is actually more difficult. Keep the knees in line with your shoulders. Inhale and exhale. I have a wobbly hip, so I tend to kind of go all over the place because my hips are a little bit on the loose side. And take it back, squeeze, and come on in. 2 more times. Inhale, exhale, 1 more, and come on up. Balance. Place your feet down, hands back. You're gonna sit back, and we're gonna go into the ab series. Today we're just doing ab series 1 and ab series 2. This is what's in the basic classical repertoire. Lowering back, bring your knees into your chest and give yourself a little squeeze. Find your knees in line with your shoulders. So basically, it's like you're rolling like a ball, and now you're coming into the same position, you're just on your back. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders up. Again, if this becomes too much on your neck, you can put your head down. Just adjust the level of your legs. With your right hand on your ankle and your left hand on your right knee, extend the left leg. The outside hand goes on the ankle. Again, outside hand on the ankle. This keeps the leg, the bent leg, in good alignment here, okay? You give a little pull, which is a nice stretch for the hip, and switch. Outside hand on your ankle. Pull, switch. Pull, switch. Pull. Pull. Good, keep going. 4, 5. Hands are light, elbows are wide. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Knees in, lower your head, neck, and shoulders down. Look side to side, give your neck a little rest. Okay? Ab series number 1. They get progressively harder. There are 5 total. Again, we'll just do 2 today. Number 2. Back with the knees in line with your shoulders. Heels together, toes apart. Curl your head, neck, and shoulders up. Reach for your ankles. You're in that little ball again. Here we are. Now, you're going to extend your legs out to 45 degrees. Arms go back by your ears. Here, not here, because you'll lay back. Here. Circle just your arms and pull the knees back in. Squeeze. Inhale. Circle. Exhale. Again. Work from your triceps. Feel like you're cutting through sticky cement with your arms. Inhale. Circle. Exhale. Draw that belly in. Inhale. Exhale. Feel your inner thighs squeeze. Inhale. Exhale. Give me 2 more. Last one. Rest your head, neck, and shoulders down. Typically, we do anywhere from 5 to 10. 10 would be the ideal per each exercise. Okay, so from here, you can either do a roll-up, or you can put your hands behind your legs and kick to sit up. I'll do a roll-up, legs long. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. That one's always a little tough. For your spine stretch 4, this is the last exercise in the basic series. Legs will go wider than your mat, just a little wider. Feet are flexed and parallel. Arms come out in front of you, shoulder width and shoulder height. You're looking to really lift your spine. Stack those vertebrae, keeping the ribs in, keeping the spine long. You're going to inhale. You start with your head. Exhale, scooping as you reach forward. We don't want to bend at the hips, okay? We want to keep finding that scoop, lifting up to go forward. The top of your head ideally is reaching into the triangle between your pelvis and your knees, that shape there, and scoop and lift. 1 vertebrae at a time. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Shoulders stay soft. 1 more. You do this about 5 times, 3 to 5. 5 is ideal. I like to use the analogy that it's like the gears in a clock. So your abdominals pull into your spine to help articulate the length so you reach higher through the spine, if that makes sense. Sometimes my analogies do, sometimes they don't. Whatever works for you. But you do want to feel this one vertebrae at a time articulation happening, right? Versus just bending at your joints. It takes time, but once you really find the awareness, the connectivity between your brain, your concentration, and your body and your abdominals, you can feel your abdominals really working to help support the movement. And that's what Pilates is all about. I didn't create this quote, but I love it, that Pilates is not about being good at Pilates, it's about being good at life. So everything that we do in Pilates is about helping us feel better and do better and achieve more in our life, and to have longevity and ultimately happiness. So I hope you enjoyed this breakdown of the basic classical mat work series. Again, as always, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to let me know, and I hope you come back again. I'll be doing more videos. Ciao!